We are talking to Dr. Laurel Stvan, Associate Professor of Linguistics. Can you tell us your best tips for staying productive with writing and publishing?
Sure. One of the first things is to think that you can build up a larger project by chipping away at a topic and developing expertise through smaller related activities, like reviewing books that you need to read for your own writing, or drafting ongoing observations and commentary in your own journal of research notes and fragments, and breaking projects into shorter conference presentations that can be recombined later. I'd say to keep an eye on new venues where you can get feedback, because not all your presentations need to be at the main professional organization of your field. It's useful to get input from a variety of readers and audiences, and this can include your own students and department colleagues too. It's very helpful, in fact, to try explaining the same topic to different groups and in different sized doses. So there are many, many shapes of targets between the elevator speech and the complete monograph.
That's good. So it's not an all or nothing.
Right.
venture.
I think most projects are built up out of pieces you've been thinking about from different directions, and you want to be able to pull from them and combine them in different combinations.
That's great. That makes it more manageable. So how about your habits and processes as an academic writer?
Well, these days there are lots of ways to be able to write where you are, right? So you could use a Moleskine journal or an iPad or a desktop computer, but whatever it is, you need to find the path that will allow you to comfortably keep putting words together, because it really doesn't get done if it's only in your head, right? I write well early in the day and later after dinner, but not so well in the middle of the day unless the project is really well underway. So that means really that I can edit any time, but the early drafting takes some quiet, wherever that can be captured. But I would also say don't be a slave to someone else's schedule, because people can do good writing on all different schedules and they might not match you. Find even a short time each day when you're not as prone to being interrupted, and then allow yourself to create multiple first drafts rather than waiting for the perfect opening sentence. Also, I'd say don't kid yourself that you can multitask. Good writing takes being in the zone, and you need to save the social media checking for designated breaks. Your writing deserves your full brain. And I guess another tech-related aspect, with word processing, really nothing goes to waste. So I'd say don't be afraid to move a couple good sentences into another file and come back to them later. But whatever else you do, make sure you have a regular backup plan. The best bet is an ongoing backup like Time Machine on your main machine, in conjunction with a frequent full clone backup onto a separate drive. I like Super Duper, which gives you a bootable copy of your complete hard drive, and then it does incremental backups of all the files that have changed since your last backup. Because you really can't build your best writing project out of your earlier thoughts if all the files disappear. So if you don't have a system in place, go find Super Duper and a plug-in hard drive right now.
Good advice. I like to use Google Drive too to save things in the cloud.
Yeah, they should be in multiple locations, whatever version of the cloud you're using, and some places you can get to in the real world as well.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Peggy.